तो बस चलिए फ्रैंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रैंचाइज इंडिया।
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this webinar of Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai presented by the management of Franchise India with an aim to introduce you with a new business opportunity every day at 2 o'clock. Every day we are coming up with a new business opportunity for all of you. And today also we have a great business opportunity into F&B industry. Before we start introducing you with the brand and the opportunity, let me just run you through quickly with the Q&A process. If you have any questions during the webinar, you can type your questions into the Q&A box. We will take up all your questions post our presentation. So while we are running you through with the presentation and brand detail, you can keep writing your queries and questions into the Q&A box and avoid raising your hands. We will take up all your questions by the end of our presentation. Our today's brand is Standard Bakers and Fast Foods. They have the operations experience of 77 plus years, and they're not only providing bakery shop, but cafe also. The investment start with 16 lakh rupees. That means it's a great opportunity if you want to go into this industry. If you want to start something under budget, you can definitely consider this opportunity. We do have Mr. Adu of father and son. We do have Mr. Anand and Mr. Pratik here on this panel. They are the co-founders of Standard Bakery. Along with we have Mr. Samar. He'll be helping you in understanding of the commercials and investment part of the brand. And we have Miss Jasmine, who will be leading this brand from North Indian market. So I would like to welcome all of you, all the panelists who have joined us here today. And I would like to request Mr. Anand to take the lead and start telling us about the brand and also about the business opportunity they have with their brand in the market. Over to you, Mr. Anand and Mr. Pratik.
Hi guys, good morning everyone. So my name is Pratik Mata. I'm the third generation now working with my dad. Uh, so my grandfather started this business in 1947 at a very young age, and he opened up with a very small outlet in the heart of the city in near Bindal Bridge. And later on, we again opened our second outlet in Rajendra Nagar, Palagar Road, in 2003. So as a team, we have an experience of 77 plus years now, and our total brand focus is towards the freshly baked products, supplying the products without any preservatives to our customers. So we have a wide range of products. We are into cookies, snacks, biscuits, cakes, rusks, pastries. The pastries are starting from rupees 30 going up to rupees 120. So our prices are set accordingly to the target markets, where the lower segment as well as the upper segment can afford our products at a reasonable prices. And so I'll just talk about very small shelf lives also. The biscuits and the cookies they have a shelf life of approximately 3 months. And okay, so I'll just carry on. Sorry. So the product shelf lives are approximately 3 months. The pastries are of 2 days in the fridges if maintained at the right temperatures. Yeah. Yeah. So we are completely committed towards maintaining our quality, providing customers the just a second, hello. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Yeah. So we are completely into quality, supplying our products at the best quality to our customers. We have a very affordable and luxurious approach towards the clients. When the clients enter our shop, they are completely welcomed very nicely with a cup of coffee, with a glass of water. So it makes the customers, it gives the brand that it makes them feel special. So that's how we are dealing with the customers at the moment. We have a daily footfall of approximately 2,500 to 3,000 people per day, including all our outlets, all our 4 outlets. And yeah, so now I'll just talk about a very small We also are into a range of variety of gifting products. People can come and customize their baskets. We have variety like chocolates, dry cakes, biscuits, cookies, rusk. And people these days are very much into gifting bakery products at the houses during the festival times as well. We have tourists visiting our shops for the past 15 years now, and people coming from Delhi, UP, Haryana, Punjab. We have acquired large amount of demand from that areas as well. We have tourists regularly visiting us for the famous Dehradun's famous rusk, stick jaws, the biscuits, the main USP that is the butter pista cookies and rusk of course. So basically, our company's vision is to provide freshly baked products to the market without prepared without any added preservatives, uh, and that's the quality ingredients are used to prepare the products at a very reasonable and affordable prices. So customers can easily find their choices of varieties in our products. And yeah, so we have a very customer centric approach. The billing systems and the accounting systems have been made very easy with our model currently that we are working on. We have bulk orders with our, which is made very easy with our software. So sometimes I have seen that some companies face slight issues, and I won't say big issues, but they face slight issues taking the bulk orders of the customers and providing them discounts as well. So we have made very easy with our software. Sir. We are into customized cakes, like for the wedding, like the wedding cakes, the birthday cakes, and variety of pinata cakes, as you know. So that customization also has been made very easy in our softwares. Uh, in the last, I would just like to say that we will be totally supportful with our franchisees for the growth and the betterment in the sales. There is no issues. We can you can come up with any new questions, anything you want. We'll be always there to help our franchisees accordingly. So yeah, that's just a small introduction from my side.
Right. Hello, everybody. This is Anand. I'm Prateek's father. And as he told you earlier, that is his grandfather and obviously my father started this business way back in 1947 when they shifted from Pakistan. So that was a time they were doing just bread, and they had no option. I mean, that was the only job they could get here to start making bread. So, and that too, they learned from the IMA army how to make bread. So that's how they started to. They opened up a small shop. We learned to make bread. They were just making bread and supplying to the IMA again. We did that for quite a few years, and then slowly picked up on a few more products slowly. And today we stand for about 4 outlets in Dehradun itself. Plus, we are supplying to about 15 to 18 more outlets here, including a few corporates. And we have got range supplying even to 3 colleges also. And that's about it. Rest, I'm sure he's told you much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Prateek and Ms. Anand. So, Neha, can we go to the next slide as well? So, everybody who's listening, this is a very good opportunity, as we had mentioned. It's a brand which is coming from a rich legacy. So, what we know of Prateek being the third generation itself. And it's very famous, especially people who have been to Dehradun and also in the northern territories as well. Are quite familiar with the brand as well because of the legacy and the taste and the quality which is provided by the brand itself. So the opportunity itself in the industry is very big. Bakery market itself is supposed to be becoming around 20 billion in the next 5 years. So it's a very big market and going really strong with the 11% CAGR. Which is there. So it's a steady growth and very strong growth that we are seeing in the sectors. And it has the options of not only being restricted to maybe a certain kind of products, but a very large range of products as well, which is offered through standard bakers as well, where we have your biscuits, you have your rusk, you have your bread, you have your cakes, pastries, savory items, and others. So it's not restricted to a very traditional unorganized market where you have just a cake or maybe a very limited options. Over here, we get a proper experience for our customers, plus also a wide range of products that we can see. And when we also talk about the market being very strong, what we also see as a brand positioning, this is something that you'll be getting straight away. So when you're starting off as a partner, you're getting a very strong base of having 77 odd years of experience. So it's almost 8 decades of experience that you're getting from the brand itself, what would be the right approach, how we need to position ourselves, how the products are made. So that taste, that quality, and that trust which they are able to develop in Dehradun, and also most of the people in the north who are aware about it as well, and other parts of India as well. And it gives you the benefit while you have the products, you have the quality and the whole mechanism as well, which is there. And when you see, and whoever is interested and they come and visit the stores as well, they'll see the setup is giving them a premium feel itself. So bakery is supposed to be holistic, where people can come get multiple products, and also if they want to savor the snacks, pastries, cakes, and other items, they can easily get it in the store as well. And the whole ambience is something that also helps develop the quality of not only the products but also the ambience in the customers who come there. It is a technology-driven organization, so the products are freshly made. It is freshly provided to each and every person, which is there, because making it very important. Because the quality, freshness is something. There are no preservatives per se, where we say that no, it's a preservative is a very large shelf life, maybe the quality and the health, because people are getting more conscious about this fact as well, where there are no harmful chemicals or preservatives in the cakes and other food items. So that is not the case. There is a large central facility through which the supplies would be made to each and every partner, ensuring that the fresh and high quality products are offered to each and every partner every day. That is the control mechanisms that we'll have in place for you, so that the inventory through the software that we are utilizing is being raised over there. So on a timely basis, you don't have to worry about the inventory running out. You don't have to worry about the products not being available. That is something that the brand also supports you and ensures that it will be there with you. So can we move to the next slides? So there are two key models as we had discussed over here. First is the bakery only model. So people who are more interested in bakery and want to have a bakery setup. So it's a franchise owned, franchise operated model. When we talk about franchise owned, franchise operated, it's a model where the investment and the setup is something that you do from your side, and the day-to-day activity, be it the selling and customer interaction and staff maintenance and hygiene, is something that the partner is expected to look after. Whereas the product supply is something that the brand will help you. The software, billing, and other support is also done by the brand. So what we are looking at is about 300 square feet of a space. It could be in different markets, different commercial areas with good demographic cluster, resident cluster nearby. Typical payback, typical term of the agreement would be 5 years with you. So over here, ideally, people come, take away would be one option. There would be also limited seating or a standing option, ideally, which is there depending on the size and the property and the scope, which is there. We have the price point is very competitive when we look at the packaging and the level and the quality that we are able to offer. So this also helps us be sustainable in different markets and different avenues because of the price points. More and more people are able to come and afford the products as well. So revenue stream for you as partners would be, yes, cake, pastries, snacks, biscuits, rusk, and other products which are there, plus also the snacks and beverages that people can come and enjoy. The other model that we have in the next slide that we can see is both the cafe and the bakery model. So when we talk about, Neha, can we go to the next slide? So cafe and the bakery would have your space of at least 500 square feet that we're looking into, and going up to 800 to 1,000 would be a number depending on the market potential, but ideally around 5 to 800 square feet that we can have. This would also be a franchise-owned, franchise-operated model over here. However, the advantage over here is, apart from the bakery setup, you also have the cafe setup where you have your continental food and other items which people can come and enjoy. So this is a seating model, dining model that we can utilize. It would have your takeaway, it would have your delivery, but it will also have your dining. So it's a reasonable seating arrangement that we can see from 20 all the way to 40 people, which is there. And comfortable ambience would also be there, because nowadays people want that kind of atmosphere and ambience is not only the food, but also the way the ambience, the way they enjoy the whole experience, dining experience itself. So yes, you can have the foods, cakes, pastry, dining, but you can also have maybe to some people celebrating parties or events. So those are kind of additional revenue that you can also leverage. So when we look at this two being the option, what would be the expectations out of you and who could be the right partner? So the people who could be, it could be young entrepreneurs or corporate employees if you want to get into this business. Neha, next slide, please. Where we can look into getting into this business. You want to have your own bakery business, or you want to have your cafe and bakery business. And any young entrepreneur, women entrepreneurs can come have this business, start the business with them, because there is a dedicated training program. Every product, how we need to operate, everything would be supported by the brand, and proper training would be provided to you and the staff, so that all the operations are run smoothly. Property owners who have good location, want to be part of a reputed brand, they can also look into this. Or people who are passionate about this bakery industry and food industry, and they want to get into it. So it becomes a really good option for them to have a reputed brand at their local level, and especially in the north, when we are expanding, initially would also get a much better reception, because people are aware about the brand, they know about the brand, it becomes a very good attractive opportunity for them. Yes, people who are looking at a much larger partnership with the brand at strategic locations, or maybe you're looking into a multi-unit or a master franchisee as well. So if you have the financial bandwidth, you have the locations and the capability, that could also be discussed with you at a later stage. However, any young entrepreneur, people who want to have the brand represented in their properties, could also be very good partners for us. So any partner who is passionate about this business, wants to have a food or bakery business, can always be welcome. So what would be your responsibilities in the next slide that we can see is the partner is expected to run the business on the day-to-day basis, maintain the staff salaries, pay the electricity bills and other operational expenses which are there, and you end up getting the net profit out of the whole venture, which is there. Also, law and order, follow the brand guidelines, because that is very mandatory. You don't have to worry about the products, because that is something that the brand provides you. Brand will support you with the setup, what the design would be, what kind of products we are supposed to be utilizing to prepare the whole fit out and the branding, which is there, and also help you with the feasibility, where you come up with a location and the brand will help see the feasibility of the market in that location. And maybe any senior chef in the case of cafe, if you want to also have the brand support you in hiring and selecting, would also be there. So we can help you shortlist, and we can help you maybe nominate who would be the better fit for you. So what kind of support that we can see in the next slide, we'll see that the brand support is very much a very important aspect when we talk about the franchise concept, and the brand is highly dedicated to ensure that all partners are successful. So it's an end-to-end support, which starts with your pre-opening itself, where there is a guideline, there is a feasibility, there are design checks in place to understand what kind of fit out would be there for each and every partner. So it's a complete internal and external branding support that you can expect, how the outlet would function, the training for that, the necessary equipment, because equipment also becomes really crucial in the model, especially with the cafes as well, where we need to have the right set of equipment, how we need to store the products, how we need to represent and present be it the bakery products or the food which is there. So everything would be provided by the brand. There would also be regular R&D, because this is an industry where new trends come up, new tastes, new flavors, new options which come up. So the brand would help you do constant R&D to get these latest products in the market, and also be provided to you, being ahead of the trend. The packaging is something that the brand looks after. So we start off with a 200-gram packaging, say, for example, for biscuits and other products, going up to 400 plus grams of packaging. So different price option, different gifting option that Prateek had highlighted, because it becomes really important that nowadays there are gift bags, big gift baskets would also be there. So everything is something that the brand will support you with the packaging. Software also becomes really crucial for you for billing, accounting, and other support. So ideally for a partner, you don't have to worry about the whole inventory management, how we need to track it, how we need to follow the billing and everything. It would be streamlined, proper equipment and everything would be POS system. ERP systems would be in place for you to just run the store. You just have to focus more on operating the store, which is there, and rest is supported by the software or the brand. Be it the two crucial elements that we see in any bakery option which is there, or model which is there, is to have the right set of inventory, have fresh, high quality products which are there, and then to have the right technology to sustain a business for a long term. So both of these are supported by the brand. And what we also see is a central level marketing would also be provided, be it social media, print media, other events, digital media options would also be there. The brand, your partner as your location would also be represented by the brand in their central marketing activities or their websites. So that also gives you a visibility in the market, which is very important. All these activities help you get that kind of customer pool in the market, and also be it at the launch phase as well when we start our operations. There is a continuous marketing activity which keeps generating the interest in the market, gives brand much higher visibility as well. And that is something that the partners can also leverage in their local marketing activities, how we need to represent our brand in your local markets, how we can increase our customer base. Any kind of schemes, any kind of promotions which are come up would also be provided by the brand to support our partners and improve their overall efficiencies through monthly audits and other mechanisms in place, which will help you get right feedback on time so that all partners are able to improve and increase their efficiencies, which leads to a longer successful venture for you as well. It is a customer-centric brand, so it is very important that all the customers get the right product, get the fresh product, and there are no very limited wastage over here as well. So optimization of the inventory, how much inventory we are required to have, how much inventory would be required in the next day, is something that the brand looks after and supports you, because they're coming with 8 decades of experience. So that is something they know how the stores need to be operated, and all our partners get that kind of knowledge, which is very important to run a successful business, what most other brands, unorganized brands, don't have in the market. So if you see the financial dynamics, how much do you need to invest in the next slide? So what we'll see is for the bakery, starting from 200-300 square feet all the way to 500 square feet, when we go into, so it's about 14 would be your setup cost, and 3 lakh rupees becomes your franchise fee as well. So on an average, 300 square feet will have about 16 lakhs of investment that we can see. 3 lakh rupees is included in that investment. The rest would be the fit out for your store. So fit out, when you're talking about, is your civil, interiors and equipment and the kitchen setup. So in the bakery, we'll have more of equipment because we require a deep fridge and other equipment to have fresh ingredients and keep them fresh as well. So out of the 16 lakhs, about 8.5 to 9 lakh rupees goes into your equipments, fit out, and your IT POS system. And this, when we talk about your pre-opening inventory, is about 3 lakh rupees, and then miscellaneous expenditures, 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees, which includes your licenses, permissions, and other permits. So about 16 lakh rupees that you require for about a 300 square feet of a space. When we talk about your cafe model, which is there, so you have your bakery setup, you have your cafe along with that, with offering food. Over here, because on an average, if you take 700-800 square feet, what we require is about 18 to 20 lakh rupees of investment, which goes into your civil, kitchen, because you require a kitchen setup for this, unlike a bakery. And your equipments would also be required to be able to offer that. So that is about 20 lakh rupees of investment, which includes everything, your branding, fit out, your IT, POS systems, and also your equipments that would be required. The franchise fee again is about 3 lakh rupees, which is there. And along with that, you'll also require certain kind of crockery, glassware, dining equipment as well, the fire safety and other equipment, which would be another 1 lakh rupees. And also a pre-opening inventory stock of about 5 lakh rupees. Which would be required. So all in all, for 700-800 square feet, you'll get a investment of about 30 lakh rupees that you can expect. The payback period is very attractive for the investment. So when we talk about your bakery itself, we have a very good margins which are there overall at different products. So overall, if we have a blended, we can look into 40% margin that we are able to get from our side, and about 19 to 21 months that we can expect to get a return in the bakery model with overall cumulative return on an average about 75 to 80% that we can get. So that means on an investment of about 16 lakh rupees for each and every partner, at the end of 5 years, what you can expect is 43 to 45 lakh rupees more as an investment. So you end up earning about 60 lakh rupees from a 16 lakh investment. Similarly, when we talk about your bakery plus cafe model as well, we have a investment period about 21 to 24 months that you can get your payback. So payback, when we say, is your investment money back plus cumulative of 5 years is anywhere from 65 to 70% that you can get. So in terms of money, what it represents is about 30 lakh of investment, you end up earning about 70 lakh rupees more. So that becomes a 1 CR of a return in the 5 years. So it's about 3 to 4x of your investment in both the models that each and every partner can expect. When we talk about the expenditures mainly would be more into your monthly rents, your electricities, which would be the major expense along with the salaries of the employees. Rest is for a bakery is quite manageable with other miscellaneous expenditures which contribute to this. So overall expense would be on a lower side, and the margins that you can expect overall at EBITDA margins is about 16-17% for the bakery itself, and 15 to 16% for the cafe as well. So which is very healthy margins that we are able to get. In the cafe model would also be there. Monthly rentals is majority, and the electricity, gas, and others along with the staff would be there. So as a common, the majority expense that we see over here would be in the case of both the electricity, HR, and the rentals that we can expect. Average bill value as well. So when we talk about the products and others, so we get about 250, 300 rupees that we can easily get for the products and the food that we are able to offer. So that ensures that, yes, we have a very healthy sales which are there in the market. Talking about how much you can earn, so it's basically anywhere from 5 to 6 lakh rupees on the average for the bakery at the minimum that you can get as a reasonable expectations. And similarly, for a cafe, it's about 10 to 12 lakh rupees over a 5-year average that you can expect through different leverages. So if we can utilize our media and other presence and maybe get on board with different aggregators also, that could also help support you with much better sales figure as well. So depending on the market, we can also leverage different kind of partnerships with the approval of the brand to help you improve your overall performance and get more revenues out of it. So I'll open it to the round to everybody. So if you have any other further questions, feel free to put them in the Q&A box, and we'll be happy to answer this question as well. So I'll hand it over to Neha and Ms. Sonia to take over the session. Neha, you're on mute, sorry. Neha, you're on mute.
Yeah, so sorry. As I can see that there are already some questions there in the Q&A box. So guys, we are starting taking up the questions from Q&A box. If you have any query, any question, please leave your question into the Q&A box so that we can answer you live here in this webinar itself. So I would be starting taking up now. Okay, Mr. Fahim is asking if you're open for Pan India.
Yes, we are.
All right. Any specifications of tier 2, tier 3, or tier 1 cities?
Preferably tier 3 and tier 2.
Okay. All right. Mr. Krishna is asking what would happen to the dead stock, unsold stock?
In the initial months, we'll refund them 50% on the dead stock.
In initial months, and thereafter?
Thereafter, no refunds.
Thereafter, no refunds on this.
Yeah, so just to add on to it, the optimization becomes really crucial here. which is why the 8 years, 8 decades of experience is coming into the picture. So the brand supports you with having the right amount of inventory, so that the dead stock and the stock is maintained. So you don't have to worry about too much of the stock getting waste. So though, in addition, as Ms. Anu mentioned, so we'll be supporting you initially with the return as well, because that is where you're learning, and the initial handholding support would be there for you to ensure that these challenges are mitigated to the largest extent possible.
Just a small thing I'd like to add to this question. You don't have to worry about any of the products that are being wasted. We will be going for the outlets and opening at such locations where the demand and supplying you the products accordingly. हर लोकेशन की अपनी एक डिमांड होती है, हर लोकेशन का अपना एक प्रोडक्ट होती है, मार्केट होती है जहाँ पे जिस प्रोडक्ट की ज्यादा रिक्वायरमेंट होती है. So we will be helping you guys out completely throughout that time. So you don't have to worry about that. Now, currently, if I talk about my outlets, so there is the wastage, the percentage of wastage is only about 1.5 to 2% that we are facing right now. But it's a very minimal amount, that is, if compared to a bigger picture.
Rightly explained. And I think if you're, taking a call after doing a proper survey, in that case, you hardly get chance to get some wastage. But obviously, when we're doing F&B, there will be a wastage. But yes, as you've mentioned, the percentage, it's really low. It's not going to affect any kind of, loss to the franchisee partner. So Mr. Samay has asked a question about what about the supplies and who will be taking care of the quality and standards?
Everything will be taken care by us only. You don't have to worry about the supplies or about the quality of the products. That is completely maintained till date in all of our outlets, and we haven't faced any issues till date. And we are into this for the past 15 years. When we came into multiple outlets, our own outlets in Dehradun itself.
And how many outlets we have as of now?
Currently, we are working with 4 outlets.
All right.
Yeah.
Miss Monica has asked the brand original, from which location the brand is, but I think we've already covered this thing. But if you can explain about as you've mentioned about 4 outlets which you have, so if you can just name the locations where these 4 outlets are already there.
Yeah, sure. So the main outlet, the oldest outlet, is in Kolagar Road, Rajendra Nagar, which is the main residential area of the city. Then we have another outlet on the Rajpur Road, which is the very hype up area of the city. One we have in Jharkhand and one we have in Ballupur, Dehradun itself.
Okay. All right. So one more question I would like to take up is from Mohit, whether any minimum monthly return is there.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Are we providing any monthly return?
So Mohit, there is no minimum guarantee. It's a franchise
Yeah.
on franchise operated model, as you had mentioned in the next question. So though 2 models in franchise on franchise operated, one bakery, second is bakery plus cafe. If you have good locations in some other city, if you want to have maybe take up a master franchisee or a multi-unit cluster, that is something that we can always discuss in detail separately. But when we talk about a FOFO model, we'll not have a monthly return. Though the support and everything is provided by the brand to ensure that you don't have wastage and your expenses are controlled, as we were just talking about, there would be no minimum guarantee over here.
Perfect. I think it is very clear, guys. It's a FOFO model and there is no MG, available here. So no minimum guarantee. And the only model which brand is providing is the franchisee on franchisee operated. Fahim has asked the question in which he's asking how much.
With full support. That's the main idea about it.
Okay. All right. So Fahim is asking how much margin the franchisee partner can expect.
I think we already mentioned that earlier.
Mr. Samat, if you could just share that slide
So
where
average.
everything is.
So there are different margins which are there depending on the products as well. So anywhere from 20 to 100, 150. So depending on birthday items, the chocolate, the rusk, and biscuits and others. So overall, as a blended partner, the cost for you becomes 60% of the overall revenue. So basically, you end up having 40% as your overall margin.
Okay, I think it's clear to everyone about the margin. There are two questions which are similar to each other. One is being asked by Monica and one is by Mohit. They're asking if we do have any, central kitchen in Kolkata. She's asking for Kolkata and Mohit is asking for Delhi. It is related to supply. How you're going to supply? Do we have central kitchen in these states?
Currently not in this stage. That comes again with the master franchise. That will be the next step. Currently, we are only targeting in the North India. Of course, Delhi is also our next priority as well.
So
And
just to answer, yes,
yeah,
Prateek.
please, Sam.
Yeah, so just to answer this further, when we talk about other territories, though we are open to territories pan-India, but when we talk about further cities, so we are based out of Dehradun, so nearby cities would also be catered directly by the brand right now. But as and when we start moving away from that territory, any partner who wants to have this business, what we're looking into is either a master franchisee who looks after the territory and we can establish these kitchens, dark kitchens with them, or a multi-unit cluster where 5 units are opening up in a city and a partner is going into that, so the brand can support you with the supply in those areas. So when we talk about different cities in the market, be it in the North India or East and other markets as others have inquired, if you have good opportunity for a master, the brand is willing to go over there and establish that kind of kitchen setup partnership with you, and also look into a larger feasibility in those cities.
All right. But for the unit franchisee, the supply will be done from Dehradun itself.
Yes, completely.
Okay, perfect. I think it's very clear. Fahim has asked about the USP and how you're different from other players in the market. So yes, this is something which everybody would want to know.
USP are the cookies and the biscuits and the rusk, which are the famous products of Dehradun, where people come from many cities to buy and take goods to their goodies to their home back in town. The main product is a butter pista cookies. If I talk about one particular product, then the rusks. Everyone knows our neighboring cities. Everyone is aware about it that people when visiting to Dehradun for the tourists visiting to Dehradun, they are always taking products back to their home, like the butter pista cookies, the biscottis, Kabuli cookies, which is also another one of our USP products. So currently we are dealing into 500 plus SKUs that we are currently managing. And if we start talking about the varieties, then there is no limit, of course. We have large amount of varieties.
Basically, we focus on using good products, good ingredients, so that we can go make out a good product from it. Plus, we prefer not to use any kind of preservatives into our products, and we even mention it on our packaging also. We don't add any preservative to our products. No added preservatives, basically.
I think that's wonderful that you're not using any preservatives and you're telling it very clearly to everyone. And that's why you're maintaining the kind of quality where people are, if they're even traveling, they are carrying the products which you make and which makes you different from other brands. So it's wonderful. All right. And Mohit has asked one more question. Ben, how it is again related to supply. What if somebody would want to start immediately in Delhi? Are you set to provide supplies and everything?
With packaged goods, yes, we can manage. Like cookies and rusks, that's it.
Cookies and rusks will be managed from our end only. Rest, if we talk about the cakes and the pastries, of course, then that will be have to be managed in the city itself, where the outlet is located. Because pastries, cakes, and breads are the kind of products which cannot be supplied to another cities, of course, because it has a limited shelf life. If I talk about, plus the breakage of the pastries, the damage of the pastries and cakes is obviously you cannot take it to the another city. So that will be have to be produced in the city.
We'll have to have a base kitchen for Delhi. So we're looking for master franchisee in Delhi if we can manage that.
All right. Okay, so the best suggestion is to go for a master franchisee so that you will have your own base kitchen to maintain the standard which you're maintaining into the 4 locations where you're already operating.
We're not using preservatives, so it will become difficult to manage these kind of transport, these kind of products.
Right.
Very short shelf life. Our products have a very short shelf life.
We are only focused towards providing quality products without any added preservatives.
Okay. All right. Okay, one last question which I will ask you about it is related to the brand support which you will be providing since you're having a legacy of like decades. Also, what about the staff? How many people would be required to start up with one outlet? And will you be helping in the hiring? Is there any criteria which one needs to be keep in mind when they are doing the hiring for this outlet?
Okay, so if you talk about the first, the 200 square feet franchisee, if we talk about, so that outlet obviously requires only two to three people. One for the two for the sales and the cashier of course for the accounts, and one for the cleaning in the cleaning department, housekeeping obviously. We will be helping you guys. We have a set of rules that we need to follow while hiring the staff, and we will be completely helpful with our franchisees. But of course, the franchisees have to get the staff. We will be helping you out following all the guidelines. There will be 100% support from our side as well in finding also staff. We can help, of course. That's not an issue.
We manage all the training also, basically. That won't be an issue.
Okay. All right, thank you. I think we have taken maximum questions from the Q&A box. Any last message you want to convey to the audience who are watching you live before we end the session?
Yeah, just again, I'll repeat the same thing. If the franchisees don't have to worry. We will be providing them 100% support. Of course, we also want them to grow and do better in their sales. So that's not an issue. We will be always there to help. My father and I, my father, of course, with experience of 30 years now in this industry, and if you talk about a family over 77 plus years of experience, we guys can guide you very easy on how to get along with us and go along with the franchises. That's not an issue.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Pratik and Mr. Anand, for joining us and giving us so much information and download about your brand. And I hope the brand details which we have provided to our participants today are going to help them in understanding the brand in detail. Also, guys, you can reach out to us on our hotline number at 9717683838 in case you want to discuss anything related to brand. Our team is going to connect with you shortly, maybe in a day or two, to take the conversation forward and to let you know more about the brand and to connect you directly with the brand. So thanks a lot for your time. Thank you, Mr. Pratik. Thank you, Mr. Anna. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jasmine, for joining us today. And guys, I hope that you will have a wonderful weekend ahead, and Monday again we are coming up with a new business opportunity for all of you into home decor. We are going to tell you or share with you the business opportunity with Index Crafts. They are into home decor to make your home look beautiful, and they are maintaining international quality standard and certifications with 40 years of operations experience. You can join us on Monday at sharp 12 p.m. With the link which is being shared into the chat window. And you can get yourself registered in advance so that you can join us on Monday at sharp 12 p.m. to explore this business opportunity. I hope you all will have a wonderful evening and a happy weekend.